I just wanna watch some anime.
Whoa, hey man, what's wrong?
I'm mad because I really want to watch anime.
Oh, I got you, man. Just go to crunchyroll.com/Domics for a 14-day free trial of premium and watch all the anime you'd like.
This sounds like a sponsorship.
It is! Anger management has always been one of those things that I constantly try to work on. Not that I have a serious issue with anger, but as much as I like to believe I portray this chill persona, I have to admit I sometimes have a short temper. Especially when people turn on their hazard lights and think they can just stop and text
anywhere they want.
Wait a minute, Dom. Half your videos are rants. You're always angry.
Yeah, I guess you have a point. But maybe if people weren't so dumb. So I try to play this little game with myself to try and minimize the anger frequency. The rules are simple. If I get mad, I lose. That's it. If I depend on anger to get through a situation, I lose. If I raise my voice a few decibels higher than it needs to be, I lose. If I'm about to reply to a dumb comment, I lose. Because I already let them get to me. Their comment was rhetorical, and I have to realize that I don't have to defend myself with everyone. Sometimes to win is to walk away. What I've realized through all of my life experiences is that nothing good has ever come from reacting with anger. Someone accidentally spills your water, oh well, accidents happen. What's done is done. If they apologize and your reply is,
"Sorry isn't gonna dry my pants,"
well, neither is being angry, so calm the f*** down. Of course, everyone's entitled to feeling maddened or offended by things, but to act upon that anger and seeking destruction leads to no benefits. Even if acting with anger seemed like it solved the issue at hand, I realized it would have been handled better without it. A great philosopher named Animators once said,
I got mad a lot when I was younger. I always ended up breaking stuff, so I was like, nah, being mad is expensive. It's not worth.
And I agree, being mad is costly, not just for the things you may have physically broken in a fit of rage, but other consequences like broken relationships. Also, being angry is honestly mentally taxing. Have you ever just been angry for so long that you get tired of being angry? Like that one time you're eating out with some friends and there's supposed to be 1 takoyaki per person, but for some reason that douchebag Alex, who's not even your friend, just someone else's +1, eats 2, and you just think to yourself, I hate this person now. And every time you see Alex after that, you just wanna, feed him a takoyaki and punch him in the gut so he can throw it up and eat it again, since he likes eating things twice so much. But after a while, holding a grudge just isn't worth it. You gain nothing from this anger. You're never gonna get the takoyaki back. So you let it go, with the realization that being angry is just not worth your energy. And that there are people out there that just don't know how to do simple division. Did Alex take your takoyaki? No. A few years ago, some friends and I attended a convention and shared an Airbnb together. There was a party on one of the nights, but most of us skipped out because we'd rather stay back and play Smash and Mafia. Jom, Phil, and Stacy decided to go. Stacy was a girl that kind of self-invited herself to stay with us. Not a terrible person, but not the best either. Hours passed and it was getting pretty late into the night when Jom and Phil finally returned at like 4 a.m. Oh hey, how was the party? Man, Stacy. Oh my god. And Phil went off. Ooh, we were all surprised because we've never seen Phil angry before. Not we've never seen him this angry. No, we've never actually seen him angry, period. It was like watching someone lick their elbow. Not impossible, just wow, that exceeded my expectations. Phil is this hardworking animator and overall chill and sweet dude who always carries a smile on his face and could cure diseases with his cheerfulness. Pretty much a monk. And for someone like him, Phil, to be pissed off, boy, you must have f***ed up pretty bad. Apparently, early into the party, Stacy left all of her stuff with Phil for him to watch for a bit. Her purse, phone, everything. But then, never came back. Disappeared without telling anyone. So they left the party and pretty much spent the whole night looking for her. Can't contact her without her phone, and she probably wouldn't know her way back to the house without it either. I think they eventually found someone who said that she was with a friend the whole time, so they returned to the house, having wasted their whole night. Should've played Smash. She then showed up at the house in the morning, unscathed, perfectly fine. No explanation either, just acted like nothing happened. But we'll never forget how scary it was to see Phil mad. Because a few years later, I then had my own Phil moment. One time, some friends and I went to visit another friend a few cities away for a couple of days. We'll call him Adam. I brought my tablet and work with me because I had a deadline the next day, but knew I'd still get to enjoy the trip once I was done. Plus, I was the only one with a car. So we get there, chill around and talk for a bit. Didn't have anything else planned except going out for dinner later, so I decided to get some work done until then. Dinner time comes and I'm almost done my work. Just gotta get through that last stretch. But a break was much needed. We all go outside to my car and Adam calls shotgun and sits in the front because he knows the area and how to get to the restaurant. Makes perfect sense for him to be there. But our other friend at the time, we'll call her Ellen, somehow gets offended by this because she sat in the front the whole 3-hour drive there so she could play her music and felt entitled to a permanent shotgun status for the duration of the trip. She makes a fuss, demands her seat, and gets denied. And for a young adult, you'd think she'd realize, maybe this isn't worth being mad about. Nope, she returns to the house and sits down on the front porch in protest. And I'm anxiously sitting there because I was starving, I was looking forward to some good food, and then looking forward to finish my work because the sooner I did, the sooner I could relax and enjoy the trip. But this infant is preventing our night from progressing. Everyone else makes their attempt to convince her to come back and just get in so we could eat, and I'm just trying to contain my stress and anger because if I had to be the one to convince her to stop being a piece of shit, I would not be able to do it calmly. Honestly, felt like 20 minutes went by before Adam decides to be the bigger person and give up his seat. Ellen comes prancing back like a princess and happily takes her seat in the front. And that kind of bipolar attitude really set me off. But I didn't blow up. I just turned my head, looked at her, and said in a dead and monotone voice, "You just wasted all of our time. That did not need to happen." But I could tell everyone heard it as if I said, "If we were stranded on an island, I would not hesitate to build a raft out of your limbs." The car ride was silent. Dinner was awkward. I never yelled or did anything violent, but my friends told me that they have never seen me that angry before. I emanated so much dark energy that you could suffocate in it. And that's why you should avoid being angry, because on the rare occasion that you do, it's much more effective. Hey man, you're still upset?
This remake of Fruits Basket is just so wholesome, man.
I agree. And you guys can feel the feels too if you check out my link, crunchyroll.com/domics, and enjoy a 2-week trial of premium membership, giving you access to all sorts of anime. Crunchyroll is the world's largest destination for anime and manga, containing the most complete anime library including Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball Super. With Premium, you get unlimited anime, manga, and drama titles, ad-free and in 1080p. You have access to new episodes an hour after airing in Japan, and everything's available in the app, accessible on most devices. Some hot new seasons of your favorite anime are out this month, namely One Punch Man and Attack on Titan. And if you missed last season, Promise Neverland and Mob Psycho Season 2 was definitely a must-watch. But if there are any other shows you guys recommend, please let me know in the comments. Always on the lookout for a spicy anime to watch. Once again, that's crunchyroll.com/domics for a 14-day premium trial. Enjoy!